It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports, Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. Indiana has not been playing their best basketball. These guys are in the doldrums, a real tough stretch with only one win to show for their last 9 games. And the Indiana Pacers, a team that a few years back played in 2 straight conference finals, had the best record in the East in 2014, but a lot of changes have been made since then. Guys, were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I was surprised. They're very proactive in moving around guys. But I was surprised. They have a smaller team. They're trying to play the small ball of the East, but it hasn't been measured into wins yet. However, it's still coming, Shaq. It's still coming.
It might have been time for a change. Some players are falling off a little bit. They've been unable to capture the same success, though. But we'll see.
Kevin Harlan, please take it away.
Hey, remember, a new place ain't nothing but a place you ain't never been. Huh? I don't know, my granddaddy used to say it. We moved around a lot when I was a kid. Have a good game, DJ Road Warrior. You like that? DJ Road Warrior.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And a stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn, getting us ready for NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We'll see the Indiana Pacers defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, every rookie is usually taken under the wing of a veteran as they find their way into the league. Shammy Wills has filled that role for DJ, acting as a mentor and teaching DJ all he can about the game. He and DJ have quickly formed one of the closest bonds on the team, and he's been a huge supporter of his early success. Guys?
David, thank you as always. Shammy Wells, not the first player you would think of as a mentor, but, you know, it's worked out, Greg. And during this part of the season, a lot of lengthy road trips can be found for teams in the league. Clark, I would assume it's maybe sometimes hard to play at your best when you've been on the road for a long time.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, there's a galvanizing aspect to being on the road because it's just you and your teammates against the opponent. But when you're out on the road for a long time, things can get a little stale. You can become a little distracted. So it becomes very difficult, particularly for young teams, to work through the grind and adversity of being on the road. Veteran guys are used to it, but the young fellas often struggle with that.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas and Korver, the guard tandem. And it's Thompson. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jefferson's checked in for Turner. And Robinson III comes in for Bogdanovich. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for LeBron. Wells, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Parsons subbed in for Thomas. And the rejection by Love.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. They set the pick. The Cavaliers pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And this is why scouting is so important. You've got to be able to identify those role players who can complement what your team does.
And you know what, Greg? Every team has guys that play different roles. As a matter of fact, most players in the league are role players. It's a matter of understanding your role and doing it well, because role players are just as important as the stars.
Just 5 on the clock. Shot, high post. They get it back, and the shot is good. Jefferson's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Yeah, he's a big-time glass eater now. Reads, misses nicely, and then capitalizes as well.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Feeds to Robinson. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Young. The shot will not fall. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. From 13, here's Wells. Here's Love. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And how about the intensity that Love has there on the board? Superb at timing how he jumps for offensive rebounds.
Here's Young, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That one on Love.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. And Greg, at about 6'8", what is it that enables Young to finish so well inside?
I think it's more finesse than power. Not a lot of free throws for him, but he can get his shot off quickly before the shot blockers have time to gather.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Clock at 4, and that one's good by Stevenson.
That was Thaddeus Young getting in the way of the defense there. Really solidly done on the screen.
Smith outside. He kicks it to Wells. Parsons for 3. It's rebounded.
Out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? Much love to him because the energy was there, but the execution fell just a little short.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And one of the stories surrounding DJ right now is that he's inked an endorsement deal with Reese's Puffs not too long ago. Next time you see DJ, it could be on the front of a show.
My goodness.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
Joseph with a screen on Parsons. Here's Robinson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Pacers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. And Paul George traded away by the Pacers over the summer. A move they didn't want to make, but the writing was on the wall.
You know what? It's always hard, Kevin, to lose a superstar player, but the Pacers had really been unable to create a contender around Paul George, and therefore they had to trade him because they didn't think he was going to sign. As a matter of fact, he clearly stated he would not re-sign at the end of his contract with the Pacers. So traded to OKC, and Paul George still intrigued by the possibility of maybe playing for his hometown Lakers at the end of his contract.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And you all may have heard this before, but I can't resist this fun fact about Kevin Love. His uncle was one of the founding members of the band The Beach Boys.
And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Parsons for three. A rebound by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. Young outside. Jefferson, a screen on Parsons. Young's shot is off.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers out in front, leading by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Jefferson out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Wells. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Parsons in at the point guard position. Wells dishes to Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Crowder goes in. Outside Jefferson. Bangs home the trifecta. Jefferson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Stevenson kicks to Turner. There's the pick. Young outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Crowder. Kicks it out to Parsons. Fires the three. Parsons missing again.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. it might be time to get inside of that arc.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by DJ. Turner with a screen on Love. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. One of the hardest things, Clark, to defend in the league is the pick and roll. What do defenders need to key on when they're defending a pick and roll?
Well, I think a couple of things. One is you want to try to dictate where the pick and roll is going to happen and where you want the ball handler to go. And then there's got to be great communication. The two guys involved in the screen and roll have to be on the same page. There's got to be a lot of talk. And then the three guys maybe not involved have to be ready to help their teammates. So communication, a real sense of trying to dictate to that ball handler where you want him to go and what you want to give up, because you can't take away everything when you're defending a good pick and roll combination.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Parsons outside. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Crowder, the pass to Parsons. And it's sent back by Turner. Count the basket. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. Stolen by Thompson. Parsons outside. And there's the call on Joseph Young. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are all.
Indiana leading by 3. Joseph dishes to Turner. Turner with the screen. Here's Oladipo. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
The Pacers shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. And Young kicks to Robinson. Screened by Young. From beyond the arc. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6 points.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, Greg, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Kicks to Crowder. The dish to Wells. Cleveland moving it around. Smith on the wing. 5 on the clock. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Cleveland. Pacers leading by 6. And Joseph kicks to Turner. And he banks in the layup. Turner's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Pass to Parsons. He dishes it to Wells. Love with the screen for Wells. Looking to end the run. And the dunk by Wells.
And Wells is tenacious on the drive. Amazing at finishing with strength and power.
And Joseph kicks to Robinson. Right wing. Joseph has an open look. And no good that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's DJ. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul.
Love how hard DJ works. I mean, much respect for his skill set and his basketball IQ. And the Pacers have made the playoffs back-to-back seasons and have only missed the playoffs once in the last 7 seasons, including a couple of trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. Nevertheless, there's a growing concern in Indy that the team has stagnated a bit and needs to move forward at a greater pace than what they have.
Smith kicks to Love. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Wells. His last outing, he had 8 points. Now the pass to Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Parsons on the wing. The tray. And no good. Joseph. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time. Big time.
Incredible.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think.
And so that's the end of the first half. Pacers out in front as they end the second quarter on a 12-3 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, you're doing well, but the rest of the team's kind of struggling offensively. What are they doing to take everybody else away?
They're doing a good job of keeping the ball in front of them, just contesting our shots. We got to continue to move the ball from one side to another and get some good looks. But when we get them looks, we got to knock them down as well.
We'll see if they fall in the second half, LeBron. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Al Jefferson is checked in for Young. Robinson comes in for Bogdanovich. Corey Joseph's checked in for Oladipo. Young is subbed in for Darren Collison. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jay Crowder's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for James. Wells, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And DJ subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Young is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then it's Turner. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. That's the Pacers 5. Outside Crowder. Pass to DJ. Looking to get back on track here. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Robinson passes to Turner. That's short off the rim.
Has to be disappointing seeing him miss that one, Kevin. I mean, the defense wasn't bad, but still, I think he needs to convert from there.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the Cavs over the last few seasons setting records when it comes to three-pointers made.
And really, they did a good job of surrounding LeBron with floor spacers. They doubled down on that when they got Channing Frye. And then when he and Kevin Love play together in the front court, the Cavs can bury you with their long-range shooting.
Joseph with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shumpert with it. Robinson picks him up. Shumpert dishes to Love. Crowder against Jefferson. Here's DJ, and he gets it to go. DJ's got 5.
Hey, DJ's a flat-out baller, straight up. The defense trying to tie him down, but in the end, he always overcomes. His will can't be denied.
Joseph with a screen on Love. Turner with a screen for Robinson. Goes up off the pick, and Robinson throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And Shumpert kicks to Wells. And Jefferson sends it back.
Great seeing Jefferson show us some defense there, Kevin. I mean, with his length, he rejects shots when he jumps and times it right.
And Young kicks to Joseph. Turner with the screen. Young left side. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shoots from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Wells passes to DJ. Here's Love. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Young, a screen on Parsons. Here's Joseph. Shumpert with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 4. 1:43 left in the third. Parsons for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. DJ's got 8 points.
And Wells is just an unselfish guy, willing to give the ball up if one of his teammates is open. That's the way the game should be played.
Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Timeout called the Pacers.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team. All I know is they were a better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
World Star!
You know it, man.
DJ World Star.
Boo-boo, how you keep coming up with these names?
Oh, you know, they just keep coming, man. What can I say? You killing it out there, man.
Thanks, man.
Killing it. That's my dude.
To finishing the due you sent to my place.
I can't stop drinking it.
I would hope not. We sent an absurd amount over.
It was a lot, yeah.
Definitely a lot to do. So look, can we just be clear up front here? This is just a chat, right?
Oh, well, of course. We know you're a loyal guy, and you have plenty of other endorsement deals already, right?
Yeah, but let's be honest, right? I mean, plenty. There's always room for one more.
Oh!
He
gets it.
What he's trying to say is that when I do sign a contract, I take it very seriously.
Oh, naturally. But I think what we can offer is something a little bit more unique. Dunique?
That was good.
Than what you got going in the other companies. We just think you're a little different from everyone else.
Different.
I was talking to Russell the other day. He's a big fan, by the way.
Russell Westbrook?
Yeah. Anyway, he was pitching some of his campaign ideas, and there were a couple that seemed perfect for an athlete like you.
Wait, you were pitching me to Russell Westbrook?
No. He was pitching you and his entire campaign. We really value athletes pitching their campaign to us. You know, he wrote his whole campaign last year.
Guys.
And we asked him.
He's outside the room.
Where is he going?
We wanted you on our team. And he said, hey, you know what? I like his music. I like his game. He'd be a perfect fit for your brand.
Yo, Russell likes my music?
Yeah, but, you know, who doesn't, right? This guy doesn't.
It's fine. Your music is fine. It just needs spinning and wheels of steel. I don't get it.
Let's just say we have a couple of extreme ways you can help sell our product. We think it's a great fit, and I hope you do too.
Extreme?
Yeah, we might have to discuss what you mean by extreme.
Oh, don't worry.
Man.
You'll love it.
Oh.
Yo, he got the magic touch or something.
Cool, man. Well, sounds good. We'll talk about it.
For sure?
Yeah.
Well, I'll call you later tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. He's physical, man. Yeah.
I think he's still talking to us. Does he? He touched my heart.
He's a little
No,
extreme.
literally, he touched my heart.
Home sweet home.
Now that you're here, sir,